Yeah. Peace, y'all. It's your boy Johnny Fastlane here with allhiphop.com. You already know what it is. I'm here with Tina, formerly known as Hood Celebrity. What up, yo?
Yo, Wagwan.
Chilling, yo. Thanks for pulling up.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for
having
sitting
me.
down with me.
Thank you.
Y'all know Tina, man. She been outside, yo. She got uh 12 million streams on Spotify, you know. She got shit with Fabulous, Trey Songs, French Montana.
In a
You know
real
what I'm
life.
saying? Talk your shit.
You see the vibes. Listen, I even have to talk. You was doing all the talking for me.
Yeah, word, man.
I
You
love the fact
outside.
that you did your research too.
Yeah, you know, I got to when I sit
That's
down,
dope.
you know.
That's dope.
So since I did my research, man, the first thing I gotta ask you is why the name change? Who is Tina?
The name change. Listen, Tina is about to take over the world. I feel like, for my audience them that don't know, like Hood Celebrity, the girl that used to work on Fordham Road. I used to work in a store called Capo Fashion where I dress people up and, give them the drip, of course. And as Hood Celebrity, I was somebody who was really known in the hood. So one day my manager was like, "Yo, you are a Hood Celebrity." I put the name on my socials and it took off with the music. But Tina is the growth now that they're about to get.
Gotcha.
Like Tina is the one that's like I'm grinding. Like my music, if you hear the sound of Hood Celebrity when I started in 2015, what you're about to hear for the album is totally different.
Ah, okay.
So it's really a lot of growth.
What is the musical difference between Tina and Hood Celebrity?
Damn,
If
that's
you
a
could
good
describe it.
that's a good question. The musical difference between Tina and Hood Celebrity, right? So when I first started, and because of what I was going through at the time, my music was really very hard. Like if you go listen to songs like Unlock, like Bubble, many old dance out I wrote Unlock the blood clot. Like I was so angry, like like
He was aggressive with
aggressive because that's where I was at too. The time and place in my life. You listen to Hood Celebrity, it's so much growth. Like the music is so different.
it. You mean we listen to Tina?
When you listen to Tina,
Yeah.
yeah, the music is so different. It's a different vibe. I'm singing love songs like before you really wouldn't get that from Hood Celebrity because I wasn't there. I wasn't there where I could, tell people I would feel to love somebody and stuff like that. So when you hear the album, it's just a lot of different energy. And
That's
I
dope.
feel like Tina is more soft, a little bit softer too. Like, I'm still could get back to the Hood Celebrity, which y'all gonna get some of those still vibe because it's still there, but Tina's on a different level and y'all gonna get to see that.
That's fire, yo.
Thank you.
If Tina had to give any advice to Hood Celebrity, what would she tell her?
Don't be a dumb bitch. For real. I mean, Tina would tell Hood Celebrity so much stuff I've been through and a lot of ways how I've handled a lot of situations in my life, especially past situations, that Tina would tell Hood Celebrity like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like maybe you should ask questions before you start assuming stuff.
Ah,
Maybe you should sit down with that person that you're so angry with before you start having so much hatred, you know? And I feel like that's also the growth of Tina. Hood Celebrity was hot. She was a hothead. Like for me, everything was we gotta fight. You did something to me, we gotta fight. You did something to me, I gotta do something back. Tina is not on that. You do something to me, I'ma pay you back with success.
ah,
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah.
Success is the best revenge.
100%.
You know.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, you're back. You just dropped a new joint. I'm back.
In our real life?
Yep, with Bounty Killer.
Yup.
Yo, how did that song come about? I love the fact that you're using like that old school, like "Give Me the Light" rhythm.
The buzz rhythm.
yeah,
Yup.
tell
Big
me
shout out
about
to
that.
Troy 10. So I never forget, like I was in my house. I do a lot of music and I know I tell the story even for Walking Trophy, songs like in a real life. Like I was really in my room. And I love to do my music in the mirror. I don't know. It's just something about it. Like sometimes I put beats on and I go into the mirror and I talk to myself. And I never forget my mom had just came upstairs. We was vibing. And I just really like was in the mirror like it's like an outburst. Like unpun the trigger if a boy try this me. Squeeze. And my mom is looking at me like I'm really making something up and I started walking away from her so I could keep going with that vibe. Now when I dropped the little clip, because I was just gonna drop it like this is just something I'm feeding my fans. When I dropped the clip, they went crazy.
For real.
Everybody's like, this is what we need. We need this energy. Take us back to old school. When
Bring back
people
that
really
vibe.
loved music and they was just dancing. Everybody was having fun.
Mm-hmm.
Put it up. They went nuts. I had like a good 5 fans that was tagging Bounty Killer. Like they literally was like harassing him. It was just the mainly 5 people that just, I'm not talking about tagging him one time.
Mm-hmm.
They're tagging him 3-4 times and then they waited and they coming back again and I'm paying attention. And I said to myself, I said, damn, sometimes we don't listen to our audience,
Mm-hmm.
but it's stupid.
They telling you what they
They're
want.
telling you what they want.
You don't
They're
even have
buying
to
the
play
product.
guessing game.
Correct.
Yeah.
They're buying the product. And I'm like, you know what? I start listening to the song myself and I'm like, damn, how did they know that before me that he would sound good on the record?
Right.
And I went right to my DM, sent them all the comments, which they was harassing him. And I'm like, yo, I think they're right. Like, I want you on this record.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, Bounty been supporting me since, like, I said, like, in the middle of my career.
Mm-hmm.
So when I sent it to him, he was like, gave me his email. He was like, send it over.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And he had the verse in like 2-3 days.
Damn, that's
Yup.
dope.
Yup.
Was that your first time working with him?
That was my first time working with him.
How is it, man? That's a legend right there.
It was amazing. Like, you know, Bounty, for people who really know Bounty Killer, like, Bounty Killer's songs is aggressive. So
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, you know, he's going to be mean. But his energy when we got on the phone and we was talking, he was, like, so sweet and just encouraging me. Like, listen, he told me straight up. He was like, "Man, I get pan no if man I like it."
Yes.
I was like, no, I was like, I understand. Like, you know, so he was giving me a lot of props and also a lot of key points on, you know, keep doing what I'm doing. You know, you're great. I love your stuff. Like, again, if I didn't like it, I wouldn't get on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it was amazing working with him. His vibe is good. He's very humble.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's a legend. So
Right.
very humble.
So he doesn't have to be humble or anything like that.
I mean,
so to hear that is dope.
correct. You know, a lot of these new artists, you know how their vibe.
Yeah.
So when you get a legend that's so humble, kind of make you sit down and have to reevaluate yourself too.
That's a fact.
Yup.
That's a fact. What about Troyton? How's it working with him?
Troyton is so amazing. Like, we actually building a relationship because that's how I am. Like, if before I work with someone, I really like to build a relationship. So it's good working with him. He's very talented, and right now we actually working on more records. That's gonna be a part of the album as well.
So right now you've worked with a lot of dope artists.
Yep.
Do you have like a dream feature? Like, who is like that person? Like, nah. What, you was a kid
Like,
and you
I
said,
gotta work with-
I gotta have them on a song, you know?
I ain't gonna, as a kid, all right, so that's different. That makes my answer a little bit different.
Okay.
If we talking about now, it's different.
Okay.
But as
well,
a
now I
kid-
need to know both.
As
but
a
okay,
kid,
go ahead.
I always wanted to work with Vybz Kartel. It was
dope.
no way out that I wasn't gonna have a Vybz Kartel record.
Dope.
So that was dope. Vybz Kartel actually reached out to me. I did a verse on one of his record that should be coming out. So that was fire. And now, if you want to know now, it's a lot.
Who is it?
I would love to work with Rihanna. I think she's super dope.
I could hear that. That would be fire.
I would love to work with Rihanna. Drake, I think Drake is fire. And these are all people who embrace the culture too.
Yeah.
Drake is super fire.
I could see that too.
Yeah, no, Drake would be dope.
I could hear you with Chris Brown. I could hear that too.
Chris Brown is funny. I have a
Yeah.
record right now as we speak that I want to put Chris Brown on. So Chris Brown, I need you for this record.
Yo, we need that. What's the name of the record?
I have a few.
Okay, okay.
I have a few.
Yo, Chris Brown, tap in.
Chris Brown, tap in. We need you
already
for
know.
this record.
Hold on.
It's cool.
Let's get it. So, what's your process in the studio? Do you like listen to a song or a beat? Do you then go home? Are you like just spontaneous? Do you freestyle? How do you record?
So I remember when my label first asked me this question, and they was looking at me like, you know, she's lying.
Mm-hmm.
I don't record with anything. Most of my recording process is never with nothing. I could literally be right here talking to you, and I will have just outbursts that just come out, and then I'll use that to build a song.
Really?
Like when I do records like Walking Trophy, that was just an outburst. Run the Road, outburst. My song Love, outburst. Like most of my records are outbursts, no beat, no rhythm, nothing. Just
So it just comes
it's
to
in
you?
my head, yeah.
Like you'll just be randomly chilling, doing whatever, and then boom.
Yeah, randomly.
And so what do? You build on like that line that comes to you?
Correct. So I randomly, like, even my song Run the Road. So I'm a step up, Tony, you know, my well clean. I'm literally in the mirror in my house dancing. My Gucci on my foot, you know, my shirt, me and big up my little sister, and I'm going along. And if I get stuck where I don't want to rush it, I'll go in the shower, or I'll go like to the water. I go by the beach randomly. Like my creative process is so, I think is, some people would say weird. I think it's very different. Now, if I'm in the studio and they're playing a beat, it also again depends on the vibe. If I get the vibe, if the beat really that do that,
Yeah.
then I'll go straight off the top too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I love the way, like, for me, your music makes me feel like that old school kind of vibe. You like, you mix your new sound
Yup.
with like that old nostalgic
Yup.
vibe, you know?
Yep.
Is that hard to do? Like, how do you do that?
I'm gonna be honest with you, and that's so dope that you said that because I never thought, intentionally I was doing that. I left Jamaica when I was 12 years old.
Right.
I was raised in the Bronx, so that's all I know. Like leaving from Jamaica when they're playing reggae dancehall, I know you're coming to Bronx, or them I play hip hop,
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I feel like that's really what put my music in that vibe.
So just life.
Just life, what my upbringing and stuff I go through. So I don't really sit down and be like, I'm intentionally bring this old school with this new school. It's just really like life, to be honest with you.
Your music makes me want to go to like the most underground party in Flatbush.
That's
you know
dope.
what I'm saying?
I think it's also that probably have a lot to do with I love to dance. So I went to school for violin and dance. I used to play the violin and I used to dance. So I love dancing. So when I do make music, sometimes I really think like I want people to, when they hear this, I want them to whine and TikTok and I'm on grab my girl and I get a girl on. Like I really
jump off the table
yeah,
type
like
shit.
because that's what I like. Like when I
Yeah.
go to parties, if you're not playing nothing that's gonna make me move, I get bored, and I don't like to be bored. So I don't want y'all to be bored.
Word.
So I always try to come with something, hype, up tempo, something that's gonna keep you on your feet.
I love it.
Thank you.
Was that like a huge culture shock coming from Jamaica at 12 years old, moving to the Bronx?
Yeah, definitely. Cause I mean Jamaica is hot, and then I come to New York where it's
cold.
freezing cold. You see, today I was already complaining. I'm like, I'm freezing. So it definitely was a huge difference. I had to wear 2 socks, unfortunately. Gloves, jacket, hoodies. Had to bundle up scarves.
Yeah.
So it definitely was a huge shock. Even the culture, our accent, the way we speak. Up here we speak proper English. Down there we speak patois.
Yeah.
It's broken, so it's way different. So I'm in class talking, Miss, I understand just say, can I repeat that question again? And everybody looking at me like,
The kids are
oh,
like,
that's
yo,
fire. Can you say that again? Can you say that again? I'll give you $1. Back in the days, $1 was lit. So
you
it's
rich if you
definitely,
got $1.
yeah, it's definitely was different. But I feel like I adjusted stuff really fast. Yeah.
Do you use music to help you adjust, or was that just like a side thing at first?
Like how I first started doing music.
Yeah.
So I started, I really wouldn't say I use it to adjust. I started doing music because I went into a bad, really, really bad place when my brother got locked up. I was at work. I never like, growing up in Jamaica, I couldn't tell my Caribbean mother that I was depressed or I'm sad because we don't talk about stuff like that. Like depression for them is like, that's the devil.
Yeah.
Like, whoa. Like, so my brother got locked up. I used to be at work and I used to find myself getting sad. And as a young guy, I didn't know what that was. I'm like, damn, why I feel like this? I don't want to do nothing. And I started writing poems on my lunch break or whenever I didn't have no customers. And that's really how I got into really start doing music. So even though I went to high school for music, it was just something I was doing. Like, I love it. I'm going to high school for it. But then didn't really, follow up the dreams of it until my brother got locked up. And I started doing poems, and then it started turning into music.
It's funny because a lot of people say that, they start out using music as therapy,
That's
and then
what
it
it was for
becomes like their career.
That's really what it was for me.
Yeah.
Every time I would do it, I would find myself just being happy in a better place, in a better space. And when I would stop, like if I'm not writing, I'm not being creative, I would find myself overthinking again. So I would just use it to keep myself occupied, and it was really my therapy. To this day, my music is my therapy.
That's fire,
Yeah, thank you.
And I'm sure like a lot of other people can hear that and tell.
Of course.
So they use your music for their therapy as well.
Of course.
even
Like the
if
other day,
you
I
at
was
the
going
club.
through something, and I put on the I'm Back remix with me and Bounty, and I was showing my mom how the DJs that was playing it, and we just got hyped.
That's
The
what
DJ
I'm
was playing it with
saying.
so much energy, like, we're on that, pull up, watch Bounty Clock, come now, pull up. And then we just got hyped. My mom was like, she stopped me. She said, you see what music does?
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, like, that's real.
That's the vibe that your music gives.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, for
Thank you.
sure, for sure. This morning I was looking at your Instagram on your story, and you put up something. I want you to tell me, break this down. Tell me
Mhm.
about the importance of like controlling your reaction to certain things that happen to you.
That's really, really important. So, it's another reason for the rebranding too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which I said like I'm no longer that. Like Hood Celebrity react to everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like I need to nip this in the butt right now.
Mm-hmm.
But some stuff don't need a reaction, and Tina understands that. Some stuff don't need a reaction. You gotta understand like when people get to know you, they know exactly what button to press to trigger,
Yeah.
right? So it's like I know him so well that if he does this, if I do that, this is how he's gonna react.
Yeah.
So I feel like with me, I'm not really hard for you to read. I'm
Mm-hmm.
very easy to read because what you see is what you get,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I feel like when I go around people, I tell you what I like and what I don't like. So now, if you're having a bad day and you just want to change my mood, you could just do something I don't like.
I'm gonna know how. Yeah.
Correct. So I learn now how to not make you control how I react, control my mood, control how my day is gonna be.
Mm.
And that was one of the hardest things for me to do in my life.
That's so
Especially
powerful,
having
though.
a Caribbean, having a Jamaican to be exact mom,
Mm-hmm.
where some days it's just like she want to turn up, you know.
Yeah.
And I go through that as a kid, and she went through that
Mhm.
as a kid. So it was just like the cycle just keeps happening until somebody said this is enough. Like we're gonna stop.
I mean, that's dope, though.
Yeah,
And
that's
when
how
you
I
do
learned
that,
that.
you bring that power back into your control.
100%. Cause if you control me, I'm in a dangerous situation.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Facts. Yo, before we get out of here, when are we getting a full length project, man? Like,
The
what's going
album
on?
is dropping. The
Okay.
album is definitely gonna drop. I promise you guys gonna have the album. I say by no later than summertime.
Summer?
Promise you.
Y'all heard it here first.
No later than summer.
Summertime.
Y'all
we
might get
getting
it
the
even
album.
before that, but
Okay.
no later than summertime.
Remember, y'all heard it here. AllHipHop.com is coming this summer.
In our real life,
Yo, tell them where to find you.
you done your girl Tina. Listen, y'all could go follow me on Instagram. Y'all could go follow me on Twitter. Y'all could go follow me on TikTok. My TikTok is crazy. If you like spicy, I'm a movie. So don't follow me if you're not ready for a movie. In our real life, mother.
And you already know what it is. It's your boy Johnny Fastlane, AllHipHop.com. Peace.